2014 National Field Days, and with me now is Mr. Mark Heer. Mark's the General Manager for Rural for ASB. Welcome along, Mark.
Thanks, Tony.
Good to see you again. We had a go last year.
We had a great field days last year. Had a lot of customers. A lot of our friends in the rural community came and visited us, and it was really great to be able to host and catch up with people over 4 days at the field days. Really enjoyable.
Congratulations with the CanStar Innovative Excellence Award that you won for the Rural Environment Compliance Loan.
Yes.
Can you explain that to us a little bit? It's been around for a little while, but it's...
Yes, we brought the Rural Environmental Compliance Loan out about 18 months ago now, and really the key purpose of that loan was twofold really. One was we really wanted to increase the level of conversation occurring in the industry around getting the balance between productivity and environmental sustainability right. And so we thought if we did something innovative in terms of a product, that would certainly generate a lot of conversation, a lot of discussion. And I think to that point it's been really successful. And really the second part is that it was a way of being part of the solution towards working with our customers to improve their on-farm environmental compliance. And so in the past 12 months we've funded just over 300 on-farm environmental compliance and industry good initiatives like planting of waterways. Yep. And that's funded about $33 million of projects. So, look, every one of those 300 projects is really important. We'll continue to offer this as a product. We'll continue to have the conversations and to challenge the industry and work with the industry to be part of the solution. I don't think any one person or one industry is going to be, or one participant is going to be the solution. I think it's going to be a combination of everybody working together. So that's something that we're doing anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And now also with Married Youth,
yes,
Potama Trust Scholarships. You guys working quite closely there, and understand you've been doing a bit of filming recently with the students there at Taratahi.
Yes, well, we two things there really. I think within agriculture, a couple of key factors. One is how do we attract and retain young people into the rural industry? Just had a breakfast this morning, and Minister Guy was talking about the government growth objectives, lifting exports from 32 to 64 billion. The figures that sit in behind that for employment is an additional 50,000 people required in the industry by 2025.
A lot of people.
36,000 of them need to be tertiary or level 4 qualified. So it's a really big challenge for New Zealand. It's a really big challenge for the industry. And then the other really important factor is the increasing emergence and growth of the Maori economy. There is significant Maori land which has potential to be developed, increase its productivity. So I think wanting to work with Maori around them realising their productive potential of their land, and also wanting to work with industry around encouraging and retaining people in the industry. Really, the offering 4 scholarships through the Taratari program just seemed to make absolute sense, and supporting the industry, which I'm very pleased to be involved in.
Yeah. So how old would those guys be? They've got the scholarships away to Taratahi?
Yeah, post school, so late teens, early 20s.
Yeah. Coming out of the towns, or?
Yes. Yep. Indeed. So we also have a relationship with Mount Albert Grammar School in Auckland. We have a 20-acre farm next to the school.
I hear that, yeah.
Which we lease to them, and we're currently working with the school and KPMG around a project to significantly develop that property and look to increase the number of students at Mount Albert Grammar studying agriculture. They've currently got 160. We're wanting to move that figure forward once again. Part of trying to pull in these 50,000 extra employees. And at Mount Albert we also have 2 scholarships, so we're helping 2 boys at the moment through the Mount Albert Grammar program, paying for their boarding school fees. They come from Northland, and they're really enjoying the experience of being at a big school and a school with a lot of tradition in Auckland. So.
Yeah. Now the Dairy Women's Network, that's coming up a year.
We've really enjoyed our the past 12 months with Dairy Women's Network. We've found them to be a really great organisation, very engaging. One of their key goals is to lift the financial literacy of women in dairy farming, and that really aligns with one of ASB's goals around financial literacy of the general population.
Yep.
So there's a really nice fit there. Dairy Women's Network had about 5,000 members, and I think one thing that's really important for us is that with that membership base, we're able to work at very much a local level. So we have our local rural team working with the Dairy Women's Network to run dairy days, financial literacy days, and really, I suppose, have that one-on-one contact.
Could be popular, wouldn't they, the days?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, they are, and there's obviously the educational and learning development opportunity, but I think networking within the rural community, developing networks, finding out what other people are doing. And having that that sense of sort of comradeship within the organisation, I think it's really our people in ASB really enjoy being part of that, and I think that that transpires across that whole organisation for all their members.
Yeah, it is. I'm just wondering your opinion on the sustainability of the dairy debt levels in New Zealand.
Look, I think dairy debt over the last few years has been steadily growing. Certainly in terms of the growth trajectory pre-GFC, certainly the growth rate has slowed down. And what we have seen over the last 3 or 4 years is quite a significant increase in productivity.
Yeah.
So when you look at production relative to debt, although debt has been gradually growing, as I say, production much steeper curve, and overall we are seeing a deleveraging of debt within the dairy industry. So I think going into the GFC, dairy debt was in the early $20 per kilograms of milk solids, so I think it was about $21, $22 a kilogram of milk solids. Last year that was sitting at about $18.60,
Oh, yeah.
and with a 10% increase in production this year, I'd expect that level to fall. So total absolute debt not decreasing, growing slightly, but we're really seeing that big lift in productivity. So overall leverage coming down, strong cash flow last year with a record payout, and of course $2.40 of that will be received next financial year. That, along with a $7 announcement, is looking towards a really positive cash flow year in 2015 as well. So look, I think the dairy industry is in good shape really, and I don't think you can take your attention away from debt levels, but I think cash flow at the moment is certainly covering that.
Yeah.
And congratulations on your business too. I think you're doing a great job within the rural community, communication, media, and spreading the story of what's happening in the rural sector is really, really important, and I think it's one of the common topics that come up when industry gets together and speaks, is about needing to engage with a wider base, and so you're doing a great job on that, and I take my hat off to you on that and encourage you.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Cheers.